It's number one on Lynn's JP's Compass Week. All the directions. We got all four, but we would be remiss to exclude a bit of a lore, like some lore on our channel. Some Joe South. The world premiere of Joe South on the weekly top 5. There was, I don't know if it was like a few months ago or a year ago, something like that. Some guy just stormed our live stream with all these messages talking about, why don't you guys react to Joe South? And we were like, we don't know who Joe South was. And
we don't.
You don't know who Joe South is?
He was shocked. He was floored.
And everyone in the chat was laughing because we were just cracking up. We're like, we don't know who Joe South is. We don't know why you're so adamant on us listening to him.
I don't know who Joe South is. I still don't know who he is. This is the first time we're going to listen to him.
So
we never looked him up.
Lynn's was clearly there during this live stream and threw Joe South in as number one on the Compass Week.
So it's Joe South's time to shine on our channel.
A brilliant addition, Lynn's.
Never heard of him. Is there a 2002?
That's got to be so.
Released on 2002. 1/1/2000. That's even more suspicious. All right, let's go, Joe.
Here we go. I know Joe South.
Yeah, what? We know this dang song.
I've heard this song.
Oh my god!
Unless it's a cover and I've heard a different one. I don't know. Na 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 na. I mean, that is a classic melody movement over those chords.
Hush.
This recording, you know, it's old vintage recording. What, probably late '60s, early '70s, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so exciting to the ear because, man, it's so compressed in like a really a way that you don't hear so often nowadays. Now everything's very like flatlined and controlled, and this is just like bombastic.
Oh, that's super interesting. Now it makes way more sense why we don't know who Joe South is. So this song was written by Joe South, is performed by Billy Joe Royal, and I'm assuming this is Joe South's version. Because why would it have Joe? It would say Billy Joe Royal.
Right.
So, okay. And then it was recreated by Deep Purple, and that makes more sense, too.
That's probably the version I've heard.
Probably. In 1968. So Joe South is just he's our freaking superstar here writing this song.
Our songwriter. You don't know Joe South?
Man.
Well, that's what happens if you're the writer and other artists' name are on the song. I mean, Joe South? No, never heard of him in my life. But apparently I've heard his music because I'm sure he's written many other songs, not just one.
Yeah, seems like he's a big...
Hush, hush.
And rest in peace, 2012.
Rest in peace, Joe.
Joseph Alfred Suter from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey.
That's funny. Okay, so we do know this song. We don't know who Joe South is, and we probably likely never heard the Joe South version. There's something about it I felt like was a little different than any other version I'd heard.
Yeah. This is intense. The one that I know is a little more laid back.
Yeah, I would say
At
so.
least mix wise.
Those guitars, though, were sick. And they were layered.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's just hear it. It's in the beginning, right?
Man,
Wow.
I love that 60s sound.
It's nice, right?
Just when all the music comes in.
Did you hear the drums?
They're so open, right? I'm trying to think of a word to describe it. They're just so open. The drums sound like there's no backs on them or something. They're just like so open. They reverberate so much in a room. Whereas like that guitar is like, what was he playing in a hallway? It's just echoing. It's not even echoing. It's just there's layers on it.
I mean, it was probably all recorded at the same time. That's just like a bunch of people in a room.
Yeah, that's amazing.
like-
I love it.
Here you go.
It's got such a funny.
Maybe the vocals are overdubbed, but everything else. is all
So
at the same
that's something
time.
that's really fun. You know, you also talk about like film grain and things like that, like videos from the 90s and 80s and 70s and stuff like that, and they have the specific look. Like that's what this is. It wasn't like intendedly made with that intention. It's just like that's what they had. That's how they had to make it.
They had tapes. They recorded
Exactly.
it to tape.
And so then it's the same way with the film. I
All at once?
just love that. But now it's like, oh, that nostalgic town is like, that's just the restrictions of their technology.
Yeah.
They likely would not have recorded their music to sound like that if they didn't just kind of have to.
No. And tape has a way of, people love that warm tape sound, and it does sound really nice. But that's just by chance that it messed up the audio in a musical way.
Yeah.
Because when you switch to digital recording, you're like, oh, why does it sound so? She's like, that's just actually what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
tape alters it and saturates the signal, and it just sounds nice.
Yeah.
And people got used to that sound.
Hush, hush, thought I heard her calling out my name, y'all. Hush, hush, it broke my heart, but I love her just the same now. Hush, hush, didn't y'all hear her calling out my name, y'all? Hush, hush, it broke my heart, but I love her just the same now. 'Cause early in the morning, late in the midnight, I want it and I need y'all. Got to have it.
Man, I love that. The plucking at the end was crazy.
That guitar was like so leaned back. It was like it was like stumbling in. Oh, it's kind of beautiful. I loved it. So,
He
man,
kind of sings like Elvis Presley a bit in this song
yeah.
too.
I mean, this could be early '60s. I don't even know.
It's 67.
The recording.
The first song was 60. The release of the cover was 67.
Okay, so it was pre
So he
'67.
wrote it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, one thing I think is really interesting is, it does give a lot of that, and we just kind of reacted to one. What's his name? Was it Suspicious Minds? Is that what
Of
the one?
Elvis, the live thing? Yeah.
It's very fast. It's really going. It's ripping, and then he's kind of got that little voice of singing. Hush, hush. But that there's kind of that feeling there. I mean, and that's like 60s Elvis versus 50s Elvis, which is different. And then you got 60s here. Oh man, 60s is such an interesting sound.
Yeah, it's great. I love that we got to hear the layers kind of pull away at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It was just stripped right down to just the drums and the bass. That bass was fucking rocking. Like, that's the loudest thing in the mix.
Yeah.
Like, you can barely, when everything's going, you can't really hear the drums. Like, I guess, hold on, more intense part. I mean, yes, you can't hear the drums, but they're more of like, you got to focus. Be like, are the drums there? And the bass is bumping. And I hear I think it's plate reverb. So what's fascinating about plate reverb is it was literally this huge like metal plate that would be in a designated room. And I think what they did was like send the vocal signal, audio signal, into this room. And then they would record the reverberations of this actual physical plate and then layer it into the song, which is just kind of amazing to me.
This is actually later. He originally wrote and produced it for Billy Joe Royal, and then it was made famous by Deep Purple in 1968, and then he made his own swamp rock version in 1969.
Swamp rock. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Well,
1969. Let's go, Joe South.
yeah.
Hush. Do you think he was like, he was like, oh shit, the song's huge. I better have my own version just in case.
Oh, according to Wikipedia here, it says 1968 for Joe South, but the 67 was the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But Joe South is the writer. Funky Junction recorded a version of their only album, Funky Junction, play a tribute to Deep Purple in 1973 with Phil Lynott. That's two T's. Oh, the Partridge Family performed a version of it on TV with David Cassidy.
Wow.
I love reading all these names. Milli Vanilli recorded a version on their album in 1988. There's a lot of people who made this song.
Milliam and Vanillium.
Milliam and Vanillium.
Birth name Milliam.
Wow. There's so many covers of it right away. Chris Eve?
It was a hit, huh? I mean, it's got the energy. It's got big energy. The song really
Chris
moves.
Eve, Tommy Korberg, Meryl Lee Rush.
Well,
Love Affair. These are all 1968. So many people covered it.
This is just what people used to do back then.
I know they used to cover songs a lot more frequently.
It would just be, and like big artists would cover another big artist song. Just be like, oh, I like that song. I'm gonna do
Elvis
a
Presley covered so many songs.
Yeah,
if you're talking about big artists covering songs, I mean, he was huge.
I mean, it's just what you
Covering
did. It's like,
songs.
oh, it's a great song. We should record it.
Yeah.
It wasn't looked at as like, it's like oh, why don't you write your own songs? It was just like, here's the songs. This one's good. Let's do that.
I mean, one thing that was funny, I couldn't believe it when I first learned that Blinded by the Light was written and recorded by
Bruce Springsteen.
I was like, whoa. And also, like, 1960s Bruce Springsteen, like, that's so young, Bruce Springsteen.
And what's the other? Oh, and one of Jimi Hendrix's biggest songs, All Along the Watchtower, is a Dylan song.
Right.
I think he's either Dylan or Bruce Springsteen.
But that's
Yeah,
always the thing that's kind of funny.
That's just what they were doing back then.
Is that sometimes, like, man, and how much can you hate on it? Like, you can do cover songs, but what if you make that cover song, like, the undeniable best version of that song, according to everyone else?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, it's not objective. It's definitely subjective, but there are versions of cover songs that got so popular, and in a lot of ways, not because that artist was more popular. They just did a better version of it.
It can happen.
And it's
great.
so cool.
I mean, I think there's a magic in covering music because the song is already written.
Yeah.
now you can reinvent it. You know, you don't have to go through the drudgery. Well, hopefully it's not drudgery, but in a lot of cases, some songs, like, it's painstaking. You're like, oh, fuck, you get caught up on a lyric or a chord or whatever. And so I think there's a lot of fluidity in the process of doing a cover because the song's already there.
Yeah.
You don't have to think like, oh, I got to rewrite this verse because it doesn't make any sense. Or, oh, I got to change the melody. It could be better. It's like, you can do those things,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. You can just leave it. That's just like for funsies.
Well,
you
that's
know?
what's even funny. I mean, I guess you wouldn't call it a cover, but how many artists like change up their songs, sing different words as
yeah.
time goes by?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's it like? I mean, like Dave Matthews Band messes with their songs so much.
Jamming.
Huge. Not just the jamming, but like Crash Into Me just has a completely different ending now.
Oh yeah.
With
Songs
all different
evolve.
with all different lyrics.
That's great.
It's fun. So like you can do that with a cover song too. And man, because Blinded by the Light is such a good song. And when I listened to the Bruce Springsteen version, I was like, oh, Yeah.
Same words.
same words, same. That's just
Doesn't
that's
come
just not it.
across.
It's definitely a lot. I think it's acoustic, but I just remember the first time I listened to it, I was like, man, this is not hitting the same way. That Manfred Mann, Blinded by the Light, the dun, 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 dun. Oh, and that guitar solo,
I mean, the whole thing is a masterpiece.
it's amazing.
But yeah, anyways, thank you, Linz. This was fun learning about Joe South and discussing the old ways of music. Let's bring them back. Tape machines only.
The old way of music, not Joe South. Both.
No, the old way of bands
Let's bring 'em
covering
all
each
back.
other, artists being like, hey, I like that song. I'm going to do my version.
Yeah. Well, Mike
So
and I
common.
are obviously going to cover We Are the World at some point. Just
Yeah.
the two of us trying to do all the voices of the original singers.
We're going to get through it.
We're going to do our best impersonations. That's how we're going to do it.
It's going to be
It's-
good.
It's going to be, and we're going to dress in their outfits as well.
Well, we have to.
Yep.
It's the only way. And we're also going to switch over from digital to tape. And we're going to mail out VHSs of our reactions and not post them to YouTube.
That's right.
That's what we should do for the Patreon.
Mail VHS
S-tier.
reactions. Yeah.
$1,000 a month, we mail you a VHS.
Yeah. We'll also mail you a VHS player with the money that you sent us. I mean, we just like
we
to
can afford
think
it at that point.
at that point we can buy you all VHS players if you don't have them.
So
Maybe even TVs that work with a VHS player, because a lot of TVs don't have
There you go.
component or composite anymore. So that's a
so we'll
little.
get y'all set up.
Yeah.
We're going.
Or at
We're
least-
going analog.
Oh yeah, we can't wait.
All right. Goodbye.